In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 super effective ways on how you can market your low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then I would recommend sticking around to find out all about them. Cool? Okie dokie. Hello, my name's Ben McQueenie, and if you haven't been to this channel before, I make videos on how you can make a great passive income self-publishing low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. So if that sounds like something you like the sound of, then please subscribe to my channel, leave me a like and hit that notification bell. But first, let me ask you a question. If I convinced you to visit my Amazon book page, but when you got there you noticed that the book didn't seem great, would you buy it? I'll give you a few seconds to think. 5, 4... You're having to think about it, aren't you? The answer is no, you wouldn't buy it, would you? What a pity. What's the point in marketing a book that doesn't have the ability to make a sale and convert? So before we get into the marketing strategies, you need to ensure your book is actually capable of making sales in the first place. Now, don't worry, don't get stressed. I can see that you may have a tension headache over this, but it's okay. I'm going to go over some things that you need to think about on your book to make sure that it converts into a sale. Okay, so how do you ensure that your book will convert into a sale? There are 3 things to check. And believe it or not, it's not actually the interior of your book. So get your head out of the interior of your book and let's have a look at your Amazon page, okay? So the book cover. Does it fit into the niche? Does it speak to your core audience? And does it look professional? If the answer is no to any of those questions, then I'm afraid your book cover needs some work. Okay. What about your book description? This is a pitch, a sales pitch. These are the reasons you should buy the product. A few lackluster sentences are a wasted opportunity. The amount of times I've seen book descriptions like this. Description, 8.5 by 11 inches, 100 pages colouring book. It's just not going to be compelling enough to convert that book into a sale. So it's really a wasted opportunity to not include a little bit more effort to try and convince people. And the third thing is A+ content. So this is an opportunity to add branding to your Amazon book pages, and it adds perceived value for the browser. So the power of your brand is incredibly important. So you really want to not waste that opportunity. Now, I have got a book here. This is just a toddler's colouring book, but I just want to draw your attention to the 3 things that we've mentioned. So here we have a book cover. It's fairly basic. It's got a whole green background. There's no shading on there. It all seems fairly one-dimensional. We've got one type of art here on this bunny. We've got another type of art here and another type of art here. It looks like it's been all kind of cobbled together. The font isn't particularly vivid. It's just a basic colouring book for toddlers, $5.99. But now if you look at this one, so this is a dinosaur toddlers colouring book, but can you see how all the art is consistent? The font is a little bit more imaginative, a little bit more appealing to the core audience. And just in general, if I'm looking at them on the face of it, on the actual covers, you know, they're both about the same date as well. But what you can see is that, you know, each cover, that one is basic, a basic cover, about the same time it's been published. Basic cover, good cover, basic cover, good cover. So can you see the difference between these two? Which one would you prefer to buy? I know which one I'd prefer to buy. It's the same price. So one has more perceived value. Okay, so let's go to the description. So let's look at this. An easy and fun colouring book for kids ages 2 or 4. So, okay, well, that's what it is. Toddlers love to have colour. Right, so that's not very good English. So straight away, I'm thinking, this could be just a poor quality book. Okay, simple, bold, engaging. Colouring time colouring time, fun time with some bad grammar. So as you can see, just there, for me, if I was a parent, I'd see that and think, no, this is a bad quality book. I don't want to buy this for my kids. Do you see what I'm saying? So what we need to do is, rather than just kind of have a book description which is just basic like this, you need to have it obviously error-free. You need to have a bit of a hook to hook people in. And then at the end, you need to have a call to action. So let's have a look at the other book then that I've pointed out. And let's have a look at the description here. So look at that. An awesome colouring book for toddlers, boys or girls. And it's also a perfect gift for kids who love dinosaurs. Okay, so look, the formatting is a little bit more professional as well. We've got this in bold to begin with. And then we've got the benefits and the features. And it's error-free, okay? So, you know, it's a little bit better. With simple, easy to colour designs, your little ones will love bringing these cute creatures to life with their imagination and creativity. So there's a bit of a call to action there as well. So you can see it's more better, and I'm feeling better about this book than the other one, okay? So the last thing that I want to show you is about the A+ content. Now, going back to this one, poor book, we'll go down and you can see that's it. So there's that poor description, and then that's it. So it's not even made a sale, this book. It's not even ranking, okay? It is a young book, though, but I can't see this making many sales going forwards. Okay, so if we flip back to the book that I was showing you, and we pull this down, I'll show you the A+ content that it has. So after the description, and when we're talking about branding, look at this from the publisher. Look at that. Hear me roar. And it's got the features again in bold. Now look at that. Look how professional that looks, and more compelling to potentially buy it. And remember, this is the same price as that other one. And look, it's got some actual real photos of it as well, and some more features and benefits. Pictures of kids. Some of these are mock-ups and some of these are real by the looks of it, which is fantastic. So the author has obviously put a bit of effort in to make the A+ content really stand out. Now, from my point of view, I'm thinking this is the sort of book, and look at this. This is the other books that this author is making, so they've got a chance to make other sales. And look, it's got a fantastic bestsellers rank, so it's selling lots per day, and it's ranking in the different categories. So you can see it's absolutely pointless to market a book that isn't going to have a chance of actually making a sale in the first place. Okay, so are you happy with your book now that you've done those three things? Because if you are, and you know that your book can convert into a sale, now it's time to talk about the marketing strategies, which I am going to tell you now. Okay, so there's basically three. We're going to talk about socials, magnets, and emails, and more importantly, consistency for each. And how this works is simple. Okay, so your socials, your social channels for your brand are going to create awareness of your brand, okay? So we don't really want to sell too much on socials. We just want to make people aware of it, okay? And when we make people aware of it, and I'm going to show you how to do social posts in a second, we then want to filter them down to a magnet. We're going to give them a freebie, yeah, which is going to capture people, yeah, and hopefully then convert them into a sale later on down the line, okay? Then when we capture them, we're going to capture their emails. So we're going to build the brand via email marketing, and then we're going to hopefully make some more sales. So I'm going to show you how to make social media posts for your low content books. So go to ChatGPT, write me 10 social media posts about, let's just say, for a colouring book, and let it do its thing. So we'll just let that go. So write me 10 social media posts for a colouring book brand for kids. And as you can see, happy Sunday, keep the little one busy, and creative with our fun and educational colouring books. So you can see the content of your social media posts can be just generated on ChatGPT. And then you can find relevant hashtags, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then you can create the actual posts on Canva. Again, all for free. And consistency with socials to create awareness of the brand is key. So if we go over to best hashtags, and we'll just type in, there's the best hashtags there. and we'll type in colouring books for kids. Okay, and we'll run that, and then what does it do? Boom. It will give us, in a second, it will give us the best hashtags that we can use on our social medias to try and bring more attention to our posts, okay? So they're the best ones, they're the second best ones underneath, and then there's some more suggestions on the right, okay? So once we've got those, we'll copy those and put them in a document somewhere. If we head over to Canva then, click on the social media button, whatever social media you actually are deciding to do. For this one, let's just do Instagram. We'll just do a regular Instagram post. Click on there, open that up. Once that's open, we want to find a nice design that we like, or we can even type in our keyword. So let's just put colouring book in, maybe colouring, and just click on that, and let's see if there's one that's relevant. If we go down, and we can see that there's different options here. That one looks like a pretty good one, maybe that one. Oh, this one looks good. Let's click on this one. So as you can see, we've got some visual there, and we can put whatever we want to put in there. So just for the sake of this demonstration, let's just put in on this whatever. Okay, and then underneath we can just put again, just blah blah blah. But that could be your ChatGPT content or whatever you want to do. Now you want to put, you can also do videos as well on Canva, which is a fantastic thing. Okay, so just to summarize in terms of the socials then, we need one video based social and one other. Post once a day, use hashtags, and engage with anybody. So the next way to market your book is through reader magnets. Right, now this is a great way to gain subscribers on your mailing list, and also to sell books then later on. Okay, so a reader magnet simply is a free ebook given in exchange for the reader's email address. Okay, and in theory, the reader will then like the magnet, like the brand, and go on to have a look at your other books and hopefully buy in the future. But also, because you've got them on the email list, you can market to them later on. Okay, so we'll go through how to kind of build one of these things. Now, depending on what your niche is, it could be, something for kids, or, it could be, top 10 ways to do this, or so on and so forth for the reader magnet. But at the end, we're going to create the reader magnet to lure in the readers. We're going to have a landing page on the internet to capture their emails, or a website. When the reader inputs their email address, you capture their email for your mailing list. So very good. But then they are emailed the free ebook. They get the free ebook, and you've got a new subscriber, so they're very happy. Okay, but at the end of the ebook, there will be a link to your other products, your low content books, which will hopefully then go on to get a sale. Okay, so you've got to have content, obviously, for your ebooks, and you can have that generated in ChatGPT, and then you can paraphrase it via Quillbot, like I've done in a previous video. Okay, so now this one is creating another magnet, but this time we're not putting it on a website for subs, we're putting it onto Amazon. Okay, so again, we're going to create the reader magnet, and we're going to upload it to Draft2Digital and set it to free. Okay, then the what have I done there? This ads, I've put ads in as in ads. No, that's an actual ad. So it adds the magnet to all digital stores. But then we're going to upload it to Amazon, but we're not going to put it into Kindle Unlimited. Then what we're going to do is we're going to email Amazon to price match the other stores, which will be free. Now your book will be on Amazon, and it'll be permanently free. So now there's no barrier to entry for people to start to enjoy your brand. Okay, and now they can download your books and also be directed to a low content book that you're selling. Okay, so that's the power of magnets. Okay, so my recommendations for the magnets then is to create two, one for subs and one for Amazon. It's going to be ebooks, something related to your niche, and include links to your low content books. Okay, so now we're starting to build up an email list, and you want to send an email on a regular basis. Now, my recommendation would be to send it every week. And in this example, I would say, maybe send one per week. But usually, emails are opened on the first day, and then maybe a few on the second day, a few on the third day, but it dies down, on the fourth day and things like that. But what about this? If you found another 3 authors who are in your niche, and you said to them, I tell you what, how about I will promote your books to my email list in exchange for you promoting my books to your email list. That means that your books will potentially be put in front of brand new eyes who then potentially could go on to make a sale, yeah? But then if you find authors who send out their emails on other days, you can stage it so that your book can be put in front of a different audience every other day. And I've tried to illustrate that here. So you've got your regular email that comes out here. You've got the first email swap there, the second email swap there, and the third email swap there, which means that all the way through the week, your books are getting put in front of new eyes, which could be generating new sales for you, which is very good, isn't it? Yeah. Now, what you can also do is then return back to those same authors and then get them to promote your magnet as well on a different day. So as you can see, we can see those there. And what will happen is that you'll start to see regular sales, but you'll also start to take subscribers from other people's email lists as they actually start to download your magnet and get onto your email list, you see. And this particular graph I've got here gives you an example of kind of what I'm doing here. So every other day we're either gathering subscribers or we're potentially making sales through our engagement with other people's mailing lists. Now, there is actually a website called Story Origin, which you can go on. It's $10 a month though, where you can actually automate this process. Okay, so I would recommend going to check that out, because you can actually apply to swap with other authors at a click of a button. And it's an extremely powerful tool, okay? Right, so my recommendations for emails then is to keep them regular, 70% content, 30% adverts. Do an email onboarding sequence and start email swapping, as I've just mentioned. Okay, so in conclusion, make a brand for your low content books and create some social channels to gather awareness of that brand. Stay consistent. It'll be quiet to begin with, but then it will build. Then start to collect people onto an email list via giving them free ebooks. Okay? Then those ebooks will point towards the products that we want to sell. Then engage with them on a regular basis and swap with other authors as you're building. Now, if you have a look at this video, I think you'll like this too. And until next time, bye!